The funny thing is that the customers that are listening to the show are in love with cars, and it's a time, time-honored story. As long as there have been cars in the United States, people have been in love with their cars. And the neat thing about this show is it resonates with people that listen to it. They understand that they're talking to somebody that loves cars as much as they do. They're talking to somebody that can cut through all the BS that's associated with buying a car. This manages to make it clear for the customer and allows them a clear access to the dealer, which is totally important. So therefore, the relationships that build are just unbelievable. What I can tell everybody with complete clarity on the issue is that he was one of the finest Ford dealers in the United States. Therefore, he knows what he's talking about. And now what he's done, since he's decided not to be a retail Ford dealer anymore, is apply all that knowledge and expertise and people skills to his radio show. And if you've ever dealt with a dealer that's capable of selling 1,000 new cars a month, which is what Jerry did at the height of his abilities, well then he can certainly sell to people over the phone, therefore over the radio, and it works wonderfully. The fact that he was one of the finest Ford dealers in the United States at one time really makes a huge difference into how these relationships are transferred to us. Generally, if they show up on our lot, which is over half the time, we have a 90% closing ratio with the folks that show up on our lot. They just feel comfortable, relaxed, they show up ready to do business. Almost everybody that I'm in contact with eventually shows up on our lot. Whether they show up that day or the week following, it all depends on what the current incentives are. But the great news about that is Jerry is so knowledgeable about the incentives and about what the various programs are. He's always encouraging the customer to take advantage of the existing incentives in case they go down. It's not just another deal to me. It's a relationship, and just like the relationship that you establish at your church or your school or your wife's place of employment or whatever the case may be, that relationship is special and you don't want to damage it. So the reality is that we have a leg up on CSI to begin with. Our gross is typically higher because we will do better with a customer that knows us and trusts us than necessarily somebody that we don't. And the best thing about it is we have a transparent customer relationship. Therefore, you don't have to play any games. You just come straight to the cut to the chase as far as that is concerned on the car deal. And the reality is that it's a lot quicker than your average deal. Therefore, you can move on and go on to the next customer. We have various sources of advertising that are out there in the industry: radio, TV, all sorts of local advertisement, including local radio. It's literally 9 out of 10 customers that are showing up on the lot. There's nobody else that I can point to that of 10 customers that show up on my lot, 9 of them are going to do business with me. Much less 9 of them that trust us to take care of them, that have a fallback position. If for some reason something were to go wrong, they know they can get back with Jerry and Jerry will fix the problem, although that has not happened yet at our dealership. So it's an unqualified success. And as far as paying for itself, it pays for itself every day.